Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Mindful Minutes podcast. I know in the past week I've been quiet, not been making any videos, not been putting up any uploads. Going through this journey, I've learned that you kind of have some phases where you close to enough on the verge of giving up, feeling like what you're doing actually doesn't have like an impact. But there's been quite a lot of people that send a lot of great messages to me saying that they love what they see and they see growth, and they quite a lot and ask me how they can whatever they want to do for their lives in whatever direction they want to take. So I think that also kind of helped me to push to be able to make a lot of videos, dropping a lot of content. But jumping into today's episode, I wanted to talk about skepticism, but which is not direct skepticism, but it's indirect skepticism, in the sense that pretty much most of us, like maybe I'll speak for myself, like where I'm from, we were taught not to question things, and that kind of grew in us not questioning things in a far broad spectrum in our lives. For an example, let's do a thought experiment where there's an advertisement. They're advertising a car. They say it was this price, now it's going at this price. We do not take a second to think, well, is it the actual truth? Was it really that price? Or we just intentionally believe what we're told and we just move with it? And I think in quite a lot of things we do in our life, we move with the same direction. We do not question a lot of things. We move based on what we're told. There's quite a lot of people that I've had conversations with when it comes to the Bible, and quite a lot of things that are said in the Bible. People kind of had people say what they say, and then they take that as factual information, and then they move with it. They do not question, they do not go back to the source document to read it for themselves to understand what that particular person was explaining. Was it really true? They will just trust that person and then have to move with whatever it is. So now, in terms of that, they're not being skeptic, which steals away the opportunity they have to go back to the source document to read it for themselves to understand if that person's explanation was indeed true, and that person's explanation does proof back into the Bible, which is the evidence, or whatever source document you may come across. So for me, I think that's very important for us to be skeptic and not to take information based on face value, but to look at the information and go to the source document and try to read and try to understand exactly if whatever it is that person is talking about, it is true and it's factual. That's it for me. We'll probably be dropping more videos this week, so thank you very much for the support. Like and subscribe. Cheers.